Welcome to another episode of Insurgent Gamers Let's Try. This is actually going to be the first video for our Let's Try series, and we're going to do FTL, which stands for Faster Than Light. It was developed in 2012 by Subset Games. It was announced on February 27th of that year by a Kickstarter, and was then released on September 14th of that same year. So I have about 5 hours in this game. I looked through Steam. So the Let's Try isn't going to be completely blind, but when I did play it, I really didn't give it too much time. So we're going to have a few episodes of this game, and we're going to see exactly how it plays, and I'll give you my thoughts. I already played through the tutorial, so I have a general idea of how to play, but I figured let's just jump into a brand new game, and we'll try to muddle our way through. Alright, so here we can name our ship. I just say we just trek out right from the beginning. We go with Enterprise. And let's see, we have our layout. Hit enter there. Okay, just couldn't get my cursor off that for a second. Layout, we have... Okay, looks like we can only select layout A. I guess this makes sense. So since we really haven't started, we have to start with the bare basics for everything. Let's name our crew. Customize. Well, let's definitely do MacDac. I'll throw myself on the ship. Maybe we'll make myself the pilot, huh? Be kind of fun to do. And let's do Neon Moon, since that would certainly make sense, right? Since he is part of our channel. So Neon Moon. And Gurk. Well, let's go with Gurk. Let's have Gurk stay. Alright, so we have our ship. We have our crew of 3. I'm going to set it to easy just to start. Well, yeah. Alright, let's just set it to easy first to start. Edition. Let's disable... Okay, I must also have the advanced edition. Let's disable that. Let's just use the basic one first. So we have the Enterprise. We have our captain, Captain MacDac, First Officer Neon Moon, and Gurk, who I'm going to probably send to engineering as soon as we start. So I'm going to read through everything. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip, grinding sectors. It can be beneficial to stay in a sector for as long as possible to improve the ship, since each sector is increasingly difficult. Alright, good advice. So let's continue. We see, this is the basic layout. We use spacebar to pause. Here are our subsystems, our piloting, our sensors, and our doors. We can not automate the doors, but if there's a fire, we can actually choose to open a door like that. So if there was a fire there, we can just get rid of it. Here are our weapons. We have no power going to weapons currently. I'd like to power up the shield. So let's just get this set. We have a pilot, an engineer. For the time being, I'd prefer to move. Let's move Gurk. Alright, let's move Gurk to engineering. He can be our engineer. We will move Neon Moon, First Officer to shields. And here they go. Unpausing. Okay, so I think that's really all we can do in this area. So we're going to jump. So here we are. You can see our little ship. Here's our sector. So we can go all around this area. And now we can just choose a spot to jump and visit it. So here we go. Alright, a small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Dock with the refueling platform, ignore. Well, I think our money's up here. It's this little gearbox. So you dock and signal the fuel station staff to begin refueling. Oh god. As you dock with the refueling platform, there's an explosion from your engine room. Warning lights flash in your ship as pirates from the station aboard your vessel. Intruders on board, 3 damage to your hull. So now we have holy cow. Okay, well, let's send Neon. He's going to start. We got to... Oh, boy. Alright, so we have 3 guys going in, and I think these pirates are actually going to be quite hard to contend with. We can't open a door and airlock them out. So we just have to see how the battle goes. I mean, kind of intense. Alright, the good news is that since we're in the sick bay, we're actually getting healed up as we're fighting. So if Butters destroys our weapons, it's not going to be horrible. Alright, we're at a 3v2. One of the pirates is going to go down. Everybody's healed up, so it's not totally critical. I'm a little bit disappointed that our first jump we get attacked, but that's FTL. It's hardcore. That's the roguelike elements. Okay, so we're going to send Gurk back to engineering. Neon Moon's going to go repair the weapons. MacDac's going to take the helm again. Okay. So fix the engines. Actually, let's send MacDac to engineering too. we'll pretend that he has a little bit of engineering skill. Evades at 0%. We docked, got attacked. So it shows, see, you can see at the bottom left-hand corner, here's our engines going back up. Weapon systems coming back online. All right, our engines are back. MacDeck's going to go help out with the weapons. That's the role of the captain. All right, here we go. I'm going to go back to pilot. We can't jump. A little bit unsure. Oh, because I'm not piloting. I see. All right. So that's the status of our shields. These are our missiles. We have our burst laser. I'm going to put those first, actually, rather than Artemis. We'll charge the burst lasers, and let's jump. So that didn't work out so well. We got attacked by pirates trying to link up with a space station, trying to refuel. Lost 3 of our hull, but that's okay. We can try to make that up. And let's go up. Jump. Alright, debris from a battle is scattered around the system. A few pieces bounce against your ship. You passively scan them and discover there is a functioning weapon among them. Very cool. So can we, how do we check that out? Okay, it's just right down here. So we have our burst laser. That's our first weapon that comes online. It uses 2 energy. Our Artemis, which is our missiles. And this is our new one. It's called, okay, not enough power. Looks like it's just probably a hull missile. Click and drag to rearrange. Got a normal damage of 2, normal damage of 2. Breach, fire 2 times damage on systemless rooms. Okay. Alright, so that's cool. Something to keep in mind. Looks like we explored this thoroughly. Fortunately enough, no pirates came and tried to take us out here. So, hull's the same. We're looking good systems-wise, so let's jump again. Alright, so here are the bad guys that are coming to get us. So we have to make sure that we stay ahead of that fleet. So let's jump up here. Provide us some distance. That's a cool-looking planet. Your scans reveal an ore refinery and several factories, all standing still and empty. No life signs detected. So can we do anything? We can't. I know we can't do away missions. Maybe that's in the advanced copy. Who knows? But looks like we really can't do much here, so let's just keep jumping. And let's see where we go now. You arrive at a beacon located in a civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts you. We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing this system. Do you have time to find it? No time to search. Well, we saw previously on the map that we're ahead pretty well. Maybe we'll get a reward if we help them out. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here we go. Our first hostile encounter. We found the ship. After a short search, you find the rebel ship. Let's hope he's an easy to defeat in combat, as he was to find. Alright, so let's pause. We have our burst lasers. These are the ones that are charged. He only has 1 shield, so it should be relatively easy to take down his shields. We have no power left. Okay. I want to keep shields up. If we take engines down by 1 and we power, we can now have our Artemis powered up as well. So we have an engineer in, we have Girk in engineering, who I feel pretty good about Girk. He did well, repaired well, so go Girk. We have him there. I'm piloting, and Neon's on weapons. So we're going to unpause, and we're going to immediately attack the shields. So we have to wait. If you see there, intruder state, man, already. Holy cow. Okay, MacDeck's gonna have to leave the helm, go in and attack. We're gonna fire burst lasers at the enemy shields. We're gonna follow up right with a missile. All right, we stopped. So let's just recap what's going on. I'm gonna take Neon off of weapons. I'm gonna send him in to help MacDeck so MacDeck does not die. We've now taken down the enemy shields and their hull has been damaged. So a few burst lasers should be able to take them out. And we will hit those immediately. Burst lasers, come on. Fire against. Alright. Please don't kill us. We will give you everything we have, except their offer. Oh, here we go. 4 missiles. $12. We will not accept surrender. Let's accept their offer. I guess the goal was to just get them out of the system, right? So they take off. We got nothing from the civilians. That's friendly. I'm going to send Neon back to weapons. Looks like we'll hang around here until our sensors come back online properly. Actually, better yet, let's send Neon. He'll repair those. Let's send MacDeck to sickbay. He'll heal up. Neon's looking a little damaged too, so we'll go send him to get looked at by the magical doctor here. Alright. Very cool. I do recall when I played this before, your team does kind of wipe. I mean, anything with a roguelike element has that. You die a lot. So we won't get too excited if we get obliterated, we get invaded. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised that we didn't get wiped out on that very first encounter when we docked with that station. Okay, looks like we're done this sector. So let's jump. Okay, warning area. The rebels have control of this location. very dangerous. We got to get a... I kind of want to go down. I mean, I know we're getting a little bit closer, but let's go see. Let's chance it. Let's see what's down there. Right smack dab in the middle of the sector. Oh, boy. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. Sensors indicate its storage vessel for military goods. Do we attack the automated ship to get the storage cache? Or do we avoid provoking the ship? Well, I think we're just going to have to attack it. So let's pause. Let's take a look at the situation. We have Neon in weapons. Me. You know, I wonder, maybe it's best. Let's move MacTac over to shields. We'll stay in engineering. And let's see how this plays out. I want my burst laser to immediately... What was that? This thing's taking down my shields? This thing stinks. What is that? Oh, boy. So, alright, that's not good. So we have to go right at... We have to really just hit this thing hard. We hit. Let's just fire. Ah, that was a misclick. We shouldn't have fired against the shields. Did a little bit of hull damage, but let's just see. We have... Now we have a fire. Alright, hold on. We have a fire. We're going to open these doors. We're going to have to deal with this fire. Alright, let's see. But our burst laser is now charged. We fired a missile, did we? No. Fire a missile. Quickly. To the pilot. Alright, awesome. We took out the ship. We're going to send myself. We're going to send Girk. Let's take care of that fire. Our shields are back online. You salvage what you can from the broken ship. Investigate the station. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find one that can be easily attached to the ship. Sweet. Alright, cool. So we got a weapon. Get in there with a little fire extinguishers. Hey, Girk, good job. Oh, alright. So we're getting burned to death as we try to take care of this. Let's look at our systems. Looks like systems are fine. We'll have to send both of our friends to sickbay here. Girk and MacTac are going to have to go and get healed up. But systems are fine. We get 83 total scrap. We have enough fuel for some more jumps. We have some missiles. Alright, so let's send Girk back. Let's send Mac back to being the pilot. We're going to close these doors. So as you can see, right, we closed the doors and then the fire went away. So that's kind of a handy thing. Pretty cool to know. Alright, so let's jump. Oh boy, we got to stay ahead of this. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what waits us now. Another enemy ship. The only other ship at this beacon messages you. Finally, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into our trap. Pirate Interceptor. Alright, so these guys have been waiting for someone to kill. So let's see if we can give them a run for their money. So we're going to hit one to continue. We're going to pause. We're going to take a look at the situation. He's got one shieldless hull, so this looks pretty standard, right? I'm going to move myself down to shields. And as soon as the burst laser and the missiles are ready, we're going to try to take these guys out in a 1-2 punch. Our shields are up. We don't see one of those little automated drones going around taking our shields down. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that we don't have that. Alright, they lowered our shields. Let's burst them down. Fire a missile right through the shields. Did that miss or did that hit? I think it hit. Okay. So their shields are totally down. I feel pretty good about that. We're going to burst laser their engines so they can't get away if they try to run. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. They shouldn't be able to because we just took out their engine. Enemy FTL delayed. Yeah. So rather than waste a missile, I'm going to wait. Yeah, there we go. Shields are back online. Awesome. So we're not going to take damage there. We're going to attack their weapons. And that will take out the enemy ship. Boom. Let's see what we get. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So it looks like we have 3 fuel, a drone, and $21. Scrap. We should start calling it scrap. Alright. So it looks like our systems are fine, subsystems are fine, ship's in good shape. We need to try to find a spot where we can start to repair our hull. So hopefully we start bumping into a space station where we can dock, not get invaded. Alright, you have jumped into the aftermath of what seems to have been a brutal exchange between several ships. Wonderful. Well, as long as they're not around. Wreckage drifts by your screens, and you can still see the remains of the dying ship sparking and breaking apart. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Ignore the... Well, I kind of want to investigate. We'll see if we can find anything. Great. Alright, as you approach the wreckage, a Zoltan ship makes its arrival. It immediately mistakes you for one of the attackers, declares you as hostile aggressors in violation of Zoltan space, and opens fire. So, here we go. Same system. We'll pause, move me to shields just to make sure. We have our weapons charging. We will unpause immediately our burst laser. I'm going to put my cursor over the shields, and we are going to right-click that down as soon as our burst lasers are charged. And fire. And fire. Okay. And fire. There we go. Okay, the missile going out. Oh, wow, those shields go fast. Okay, we have now officially a problem. Did I die? MacTac has died. Oh, no. The captain's gone. Oh, boy. Okay, so we have no pilot. The captain's dead. We're going to move Neon out of weapons. We're going to move Gurk out of engines. We're going to try to resustain the shield room. Oh, boy. We have a hallway that's completely inflamed. Burst fire going out. Oh, that's not good. This isn't looking good, folks. We have... All right, weapons are down. Neon Moon is going to die. Got to send him to... Send these guys out. They can't get healed up. We can't... All right. We can't jump away. All systems are down. Our hull is at complete critical. And that's it. We have been defeated on easy mode. So, after a quick... Alright, quick 16 minutes, huh? Game over. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. We have a total score of 194. Let's check out our stats just for kicks. We defeated two ships. We got 74 scrap. 8 beacons were explored. We only had our 3 crew. Looks like Neon Moon totally rocked it with our most repairs, most combat kills, most jumps survived was MacTac. So that's it. The Enterprise was cut short, and that was on easy mode, guys. So we'll see how that goes next time. This is our first Let's Try. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the second episode.